I mean, is there someone who's a closeted or a fake segregationist today?
No, he's just saying, like, even though they wanted segregation, at least I could eat lunch with them. But he could have said it in many other
It's his job
ways.
to do that. That makes sense.
Right.
But what?
He's also calling the modern segregationists pussies.
Yeah, saying that they're not willing to come to the table and negotiate.
And they're not real. They're not hardcore like back in the day.
Right.
Not like Transplant of South Carolina.
we had good, hateful segregationists back in the day.
These guys couldn't even be talked out of it a little bit. They were steadfast.
No matter how many lunches, they were sticking to it.
You are.
There it is.
Hell yeah, boss.
Oh, hey. Oh, yeah.
Good morning and welcome to episode 938 of Hard Factor. It is Monday, May 9th, 2022. Thank you for cheating on the news with us. Today, I've got a cup of coffee in the big time full of mysterious deaths and much more.
Best kind of deaths.
Mystery deaths, yeah. It's like a mystery box.
You didn't die in vain because there'll be a dateline about you.
Absolutely.
You get a lot more attention. Like, I'll get a lot more attention over my death if it's a mystery. Otherwise, if I die of natural causes, people won't care as much. But if it's a mystery, a lot more attention coming my way.
All eyes on Wes.
Yeah, I think that's why people they don't immediately release the cause of death for younger people, because they want to keep it a mystery.
Intrigue. Yeah.
Also, it's usually drugs.
More clicks. Yeah.
Suicide and drugs. Yeah.
Right. Also, usually something somewhat embarrassing.
A mystery.
Yes.
Yeah, true.
After that, Wes has some important health news updates. Whoa.
Yeah. We're gonna be covering some gentlemen that have previously been on the podcast for some big stories. We're gonna catch up with them, see what's happening.
Oh, good. And then Pat's got some legal tree-related oddities in the TikTok International Moment batting in the hole today.
Mm-hmm. The tree is the through line. So
interesting. As it is throughout, I would say, like life. Yeah, life, the world, right?
Without the tree, there's no us.
The tree, very important.
The tree it mirrors our lungs.
Right.
The tree breathes in carbon dioxide and blows out oxygen. We vice versa. We 69 the tree.
I do the tree pose. It's part of my grounding activity. Shout out Nude. We'll talk about them later.
We know how to make oxygen now, though. Like, if trees didn't exist, can we manufacture oxygen and just everyone would have to wear like oxygen tanks, or are the trees how we're bottling it?
Like, do you think we're tapping trees like maple, but it's oxygen?
Eventually, you'll have to.
It's like a tree blowing up a baby pool. But
I'm saying if all the trees disappeared, do we know how to make oxygen?
Okay.
One day you'll have to live under a tree because the sky will be that gross. Everybody's house will just be a tree.
Okay,
Otherwise, you'll die if you don't live inside the tree.
Wes,
we'll become like birds, like human birds.
Wes, we don't know how to make oxygen. We know how to bottle oxygen.
Right. That's my question.
So if the trees die,
we're fucked.
Nothing to bottle, man.
Yeah, that's what my question was. Have we come to the point where we can make fake diamonds? We can
make it out of water too, I'm sure.
We can make fake diamonds. Can we make fake oxygen?
Yeah. Okay, so the most common commercial method
of water, right?
For producing oxygen is separation of air using a cryogenic distillation process, which I assume is water, or vacuum swing absorption process. Yeah, but the thing is, guys, once all the oxygen's pulled out of the water, if the trees aren't making more of it, then we're dead. Like,
well, then we're gonna have to grow gills. We'll be like fish, except for the toxic air.
We need a 200-year runway for that.
Yeah.
If Waterworld taught us anything.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Well, it certainly did.
It started yesterday.
Trivia was incredible on Friday night, as always. Congratulations to the Credit Card Cucks. A listener team holds the belt again. Patreon.com/hardfactor. Send in the car tier if you want to get in on the next trivia. Always fun.
And I've been a little hungover, but I'll be paying out bets this morning for anyone that stayed late into the over under. Can my brother name X number of actors?
Right. live action on
Live
movie
action betting.
movie trivia betting.
You were the book on that?
I was the book. Yep.
Nice.
How'd you make
But
out?
Greg Riley was the keeper of the time.
Good, because he's
Right.
Yeah, he's going to keep
So
it.
But you were the dealer.
Greg was writing it down. No, Mike Wade of Online Trivia Throw It Out Online was making the lines. I was taking the action, and then Greg was keeping track of what was going on.
I mean, listen to all that. Patreon.com/HardFactor. Send in the card tier to get in on that next time, because there's a live action trivia. It's amazing. The whole night, just fantastic. Did you make money or lose money as the book, Pat?
That's
I'm
what I was wondering.
almost positive I lost money.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll know this morning.
It's not always good.
Paying out the bets. So.
Okay.
But my brother did okay.
I used to play blackjack. There's this Coke house. This guy that I used to he had a Coke dealer living with him and like some other kids, and they would play blackjack on the weekend sometimes. So you'd go over there and like you'd get hammered and then all of a sudden
that's
like,
the
"Who wants
worst
to play blackjack?"
It's predatory because the house always wins in blackjack. Oh, it's the worst, especially with one deck.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Oh, they'll fuck you up.
Who's the dealer too?
Yeah,
It was just one guy. It was the one guy. So
no, there's a guy who scams people out of money. He plays blackjack with them.
Mm-hmm.
He's like,
'Cause
you can do blow
always
here
wins.
and you can smoke inside.
Exactly.
Right. Let me just steal your money with this.
You're
blackjack.
hammered, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Did he have a table?
Break out the cards. Yeah, they will the kitchen table.
Yeah. The perfect activity for somebody who's too fucked up to realize they'll always lose to you. All right. You guys ready? Want to do the news?
Mm-hmm.
Let's do the news. Cup of coffee in the big times up first.
Yeah, cup of coffee in the big time.
Trending news based on the proprietary Hard Factor algorithm. But first, a fun fact. Fellas, did you know that an orca, or AKA a killer whale, can swat a seal into the air to kill it? Check it out.
Oh, yeah.
Here it is. So I think this is somewhere in California. You see the seal? Oh, look, it just got bopped up, and it does like a billion flips. And then
that was a low one, too.
Boom.
And then
they can eats it.
They can toss these things into the air like 10 stories. I mean, their tails are so powerful.
I'm not sure I understand what the point of that was.
It's a fun fact. I mean,
no. I love the fact. I mean, what the point of the orca doing it to the seal? Did it kill it?
Oh, to show off. Oh, it's dead. Oh, so dead. It ate it. The last thing. Sorry, I removed the video from. But yes, it ate it. So it flips it in the air, and it does a billion flips. It's like probably knocked out, and then as soon as it hits the water, the orca just turns around and eats it.
But they also just play with it. This is a form of play where they just torture the seals. They flip them into the air. It's like they will torture these things.
They're vicious killers.
Yes.
Yeah, I would have gotten it if one of his buddies swung by. It was like an alley-oop, and he caught it in his mouth.
They probably do that.
I actually think that was a part of it because the seal was maybe going to escape, and he was like, "No, not so fast."
It's like a bump set.
Tail time. Yeah.
Boom. And then the spike comes.
Do you think like he says like something cunning to the seal before he does it? Like, hey, you want to go for a ride?
Right. Yeah.
Orca. Do you think seals can understand orca language? Because if they can, that's terrifying. That would be the worst way to die.
Yeah. Nemo. Yeah. They don't understand each other.
Hey, you ever flown like a bird? Well, what's a good one? What's a good one the orca would say to the seal? Right before. Yeah.
Tail time.
Thank
you
you
want to play tail time. Yeah.
Thank you to Optimus Tuscan Raider on Twitter for that one. Bonus dog fun fact from intern Al. Did you guys know that you can drive a quote rail cart around abandoned railroad tracks all over the Western United States? Is the video I'm showing you. This guy's in Southern California or all over the country in general. There's tons of abandoned railroads all over the place.
Yeah.
And
what do you mean you can, Will?
Well, look at this.
You're allowed
Doesn't that
to.
look cool?
You're not allowed to.
What do you? Yeah, dude, for sure. What else is it? They're not doing anything with it.
I'm telling you, bro.
Railroads.
Fucking with the railroads is like the number one most no thing. Period. Like the railroad people are hardcore. Even
this
about
is
their,
abandoned though. They don't use it.
It's totally
someone
abandoned,
owns that
though.
shit.
Well, yeah, but it doesn't matter. Look how many there are all over the U.S. Pat. Look at this. These are all abandoned. Nobody uses these railroads.
Dude, railroad security will fuck you up, bro. They will. They'll billy
not
club you.
protecting it. There's no money going on. There's no money being thrown transferred on it anymore. It doesn't matter.
Those guys are just looking to beat people. That's why they took the job.
All right. Did you get beat up on a railroad track?
Dude, I've fucked around on railroad tracks and I've learned my lesson.
Yeah, but Will, the only thing I've seen these videos before. They put that little engine in the back. It looks like a lot of fun.
You can do them in Nevada. I need to do one. There's a ride close to my house.
But that guy, he's going out. He's going rogue. He's going on these, and
he's got
eventually,
his own shit. Yeah.
Eventually, he's going to hit a rock, or he's going to come to a part in the railroad that is totally fucked up, and he's going to flip his cart so hard that he is going to die.
I agree.
Maybe.
Well, I don't know why you wouldn't design your rail cart to look like the mine cart from Minecart Carnage in Donkey Kong.
Right. It should be DK all the way, but that guy's was more of just like a flat, like a plywood on top of the track thing.
Have you guys ever seen the fucking railroad bosses? They will take a Chevy Silverado and they'll take the wheels off of it.
Yeah.
And put like the rail cart wheels on it. So they'd just be driving a fucking Silverado on the fucking railroad.
That's cool.
God, it's badass.
I need to get in.
And then they'll beat you.
Like I'm saying, they have some of the abandoned mine railroad things around here. I need to get on it. Looks fun.
Looks illegal, but you have fun out there.
Looks super fun though. At the same time, illegal things sometimes are fun. Oftentimes. All right, moving on.
Catch a beating.
News. Honorable mentions up first. First up, Ukraine. On Sunday, May 8th, Bono and The Edge from U2 gave a surprise 40-minute concert in a Kiev subway station. And Bono told the crowd, "The people of Ukraine are not just fighting for your own freedom. You're fighting for all of us who love freedom."
Oh, man. Haven't the people of Ukraine suffered enough?
Yeah. But they had Bono and The Edge for 40 minutes.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
They like cleared out a bunch of people just sheltered there so Bono could perform.
Right. You got to find a new place. Bono needs to play.
Sorry, we need the stage here.
I think it was good. It seems like people were happy with Bono for the most part.
What an asshole.
I think it's pronounced Bono. Oh, man.
Right. And on the flip side of the conflict where Putin just invaded Ukraine to try to take it over because they're his neighbors or whatever. On the flip side of that, today is May 9th, quote unquote, Victory Day in Russia, commemorating the defeat of Nazi Germany in 1945. And all eyes will be on Russian president for life, Vladimir Putin, to see if he will order a general mobilization of the Russian army or not to try and relaunch the stalled invasion of Ukraine. Even Putin's buddy Lukashenko in Belarus has now publicly acknowledged that it wasn't supposed to go like this. The special, the invasion that they're calling a special military operation in Ukraine. And this year's Russian victory parade will be smaller than last year's because of, what do you think, guys? Why?
Less people,
gas,
less soldiers.
I mean, you guys you're beating around the bush. You guessed it. Losses in Ukraine is why the Russian Victory Day parade will be smaller.
Less soldiers,
right. Less soldiers, less vehicles, tanks, ships, whatever the hell else they pull down the street. So hopefully Vladimir, reads the room and cools the jets a little bit. But I'm not holding my breath for that wish. No, you die of asphyxiation very quickly.
They seized his yacht over the weekend too, didn't they? Like in I forget what, some country seized one of Putin's yachts, one of his big boys.
What kind of cancer does he have?
I don't know. And then there's no, I didn't see anything about the surgery either, like no follow-ups. So hopefully it's a bad one. All right, moving along to Capitol Hill, where Twitter is worried about Plan B potentially being under fire in many states. Now with the Roe v. Wade ruling impending, reversal impending, including Arkansas, Kentucky, Ohio, Oklahoma, Tennessee, and Texas. So they're worried about that. I think Tennessee signed a bill, but it didn't include Plan B, maybe some other medications. Anyways, abortion activists are very concerned. And meanwhile, at the same time, abortion activists are protesting outside the homes of the Supreme Court justices in D.C. Here is the scene outside of Kavanaugh's house, where Squee definitely can't get into party and work out this week. He's not getting through that crowd.
Bench is closed.
Yeah. So it's Kavanaugh's waking up to that scene. It's nothing but like millennial chicks and beanies.
Look at those pathetic posters they had, though. Do you see that? It was like a homeless guy asking for change. Those posters.
Very small.
It was like just cardboard.
Yeah.
Like
You'd think going all the way to Kavanaugh's house, you'd bring something nice.
Nice poster.
Abortion is a topic that just won't quit in 2022. and we'll try to limit it to those short bursts because we all have penises and not vaginas. Other politics, Obama has reportedly lost over 300,000 followers since Twitter was sold to Elon Musk. Ghislaine Maxwell had her max sentence reduced to 55 years and was moved out of solitary confinement over the weekend. And the oldest president of all time said this recently.
Even back in the old days when we had real segregationists like Eastland and Thurmond and all those guys. But at least we end up eating lunch together.
Yeah. What was it? Okay. So yeah, Strom Thurmond was what? Okay. So Strom Thurmond was a segregationist. Yes.
At least he could eat lunch with the guy.
Yeah.
It's just weird in American politics right now. It's just fucking crazy time. I was talking with my family over the weekend, guys, who all have extremely different political beliefs, all ends of the spectrum. And the one thing we all agreed on is that it's bullshit that right now that being loyal to one of the parties means them asking you to hate and want revenge upon the other party. So in that regard, I think Biden is right, what he's trying to say, but why he's wishing the segregationists were back, nobody knows.
Yeah, who is he comparing that to? I mean, is there someone who's a closeted or a fake segregationist today?
No, he's just saying, like, even though they wanted segregation, at least I could eat lunch with them. But he could have said it in many other.
It's his job to do that. That makes sense. Right. But what?
He's also calling the modern segregationists pussies.
Yeah, it's saying that they're not willing to come to the table and negotiate,
and they're not real. They're not hardcore like back in the day.
Right?
Not like Strom Thurmond of South Carolina.
we had good hateful segregationists back in the day.
These guys couldn't even be talked out of it a little bit. They were steadfast.
No matter how many lunches, they were sticking to it.
Yeah, Joe's disappointed with these new ones on every front. The new right can't impress him at all. Not like the segregationists could. On to the last honorable mention, a sports update. All those amazing sporting events that we talked about on Friday happened over the weekend, and they were, for the most part, incredible. Kentucky Derby champ is Rich Strike, not Tiz the Bomb. Tiz had a great showing, but Rich Strike was a good horse to lose to. It was the longest odd Kentucky Derby champion since 1913 at 80-1. And Rich Strike entered the race as a late addition less than 24 hours before the running and went from 17th to 1st in the final stretch of the race. It was awesome.
Wes, was it you or Mark that said his book had like 1,000 to 1?
No, it was 10,000 to 1 in some books. Or,
right, because
because 100 to 1, 100 to 1.
100 to 1. So the other horse
plus 10,000.
The horse I guess scratched the other horse a day before, and then I definitely thought about it.
Rich Strike wasn't even on the list I read off. Like I think
well, because he wasn't in the race.
24 hours before.
Yeah.
I mean, it was right there for us. It was right there under our noses. Strike it, Rich Strike. We'll never have another opportunity like this again because everyone now is going to bet the long shot in hopes this happens again, and the odds will never be this good again.
It's literally over 100 year happening. So it happens once every 100 years or more. It's like,
and we lost our opportunity, and it was right there for us. Strike it, Rich, with Rich Strike, and we're idiots.
Well, we had to go with Tiz though, Wes. Wes, you got to give us a little break. Yeah, we had to go with Tiz.
Listen, I get it. I think Tiz the Bomb kind of fucked us, honestly.
But watching that dumb motherfucker run was exciting.
It was beautiful.
What place did he
tongue out?
Poetry in motion. Tiz had a strong showing. I mean,
6. I want to say something.
Middle
like
of the pack somewhere.
He was plus 120 to get in the top 10. I should put a little money on that. But.
Yeah.
I just put one bet down.
Kentucky
just on
Derby.
Tiz.
Yeah, same. Lost it all on the Tiz. I bet on Messier too. That the Baffert's horses shat the bed this year because he wasn't there. He wasn't there to inject them right before the race. I mean, you lose that, you lose a lot with Baffert's horses.
Juice them up.
Right. Other sports updates: NBA playoffs. The Mavericks have tied things up with the Suns. Whoa, that's surprising. Things are heating up for a tight race to the conference finals. I will stop saying who
lost some money on
series.
that too.
Yeah,
on the Suns too.
Yeah, well, you and a ton of people, Pat, because the Mavs, that's surprising. They came back and tied it up. In the NHL playoffs, the Avalanche, Colorado, are starting off phenomenally well. Other than that, OV looks amazing as always. and the rest of the first round of the NHL playoffs is too close to call at the moment. In the English Premier League, Leeds, our team, is currently on pace to get relegated at the end of the season.
Again.
Uh-oh. No, yes, again. Yes. So
on the pace, not to get relegated, but they're on pace again.
You guys think we're going to stay with Leeds if they get relegated?
Honestly, I kind of hope they get relegated because I would love to go down a league. We won't get to watch as many games.
Maybe we'll never see them ever again.
Well, I'm sure the second league's broadcast somewhere now.
I don't think so.
I'm getting like the weirdest college sport. Every college. I'm getting D3 colleges broadcast on my Hulu these days. I bet they could have the second league.
Maybe so.
Have you guys seen the Netflix series about like losers of sports? It's a really good series. I watched one over the weekend about soccer team. I think how you say it, Torquay. It's a club, and they were about to get relegated, and one of their players, there was like some canines on the field because the crowds were getting rowdy, and one of their players got bit by a fucking dog. And it caused like 4 minutes of extra time because they had to like patch him up and shit, which like then allowed them to score a goal, which equalized, and they didn't get relegated because of this fucking dog.
Amazing strategy.
Gotta buy that dog a steak dinner, man.
Yeah. The dog was like famous after that, but it was a hero.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was crazy. Check it out.
Speaking of heroes, in the UFC, Oliveira, Esparza, and Chandler all won on this last weekend's card, and the Chandler KO is worth a Google if you haven't seen it.
Holy shit.
Tony Ferguson, he kicked his face into outer space.
Oh man, it looks like he made him old.
It does.
Yeah,
he made him old, dude.
Ow.
Yeah, that's brutal. And
he like Benjamin buttoned him. Look at that shit, bro.
Yeah, it's fucked up. That's a fucked up picture.
He made him look like a redneck, like an old redneck, like a toothless redneck.
Yeah, like that guy Gump Gang. Gump Gang from Florida.
Like an inbred toothless redneck.
What's up, Tony Ferguson?
Put some Mountain Dew in my cup.
I got knocked out by tennis foot.
You shouldn't have done that.
Last contact sport update. Boxing. Canelo Alvarez got a surprise upset by light heavyweight Dmitry Bivol of Russia.
Lost money on that too, big time.
Yeah, no es bueno para Canelo and everybody who bet on him. He went from number one pound for pound, yes, to like number much lower than 1 pound for pound.
Plus,
yeah, but in light heavyweight though, right?
He was fighting up for the first time in a while, but still, yeah, I think
if you come up there, you better not get your ass kicked like that.
Right, exactly. I think that was the feeling of many. And so we'll see where he ends up in the world rankings after that, which brings us to
the cream of the crop.
And today, fellas, we got to catch up with a bunch of mystery deaths that were trending over the weekend. First, environmental health scientists, physicians, and others are investigating the conditions at the Sandals Emerald Bay Resort on the island of Great Exuma in the Bahamas, after 3 Americans were found dead in their rooms last week or on Friday, and another was hospitalized last Friday. All 4 of the guests had sought treatment for nausea and vomiting on Thursday after going back to their rooms and dying of whatever the hell it was later that night. So it was 2 couples. Only one of the wives survived of the 4 people, and it seems like they got poisoned somehow. So rest in peace, obviously, and stay tuned to that one. I mean, what the hell do you guys think happened here?
They're blaming it on a faulty air conditioner, potentially. They got poisoned from a bad air conditioner.
Really?
So, but hold on.
Okay.
Where was it? It was in the Dominican Republic, right?
The other ones, yeah.
2 years ago, year and a half ago, where there was just random deaths occurring. I don't think they ever got to the bottom of it.
Well, that was bad booze. I think.
Oh, right. That's what they said. Right.
Yeah.
Right. But so this one, Pat, they're saying, so this was just updated right before we started recording. They're saying it's like what, coolant or something from the air conditioner?
Yeah, they're saying that they got poisoned by an air conditioner leaking toxic coolant that may have been to blame. That may have been to blame.
That sounds like a bullshit. That's crazy. Crazy though. People just dying in their rooms, maybe of an air conditioner coolant. That sounds far-fetched.
I don't know, man. I'll be honest with you. I think what's going on over there is like, it must suck to have just white, fat tourists just coming to your island all the time and just eating and shitting and just being horrible to you. And you just get pissed sometimes. And I think sometimes you kill them.
It's just
That's
a
what I-
poisoning. Just a run-of-the-mill poisoning.
It could be just the poisoning.
An anger poisoning.
I'm
The
just saying.
exumas are incredible, though. Have you guys been to?
Pictures.
They are so nice.
Whoa, yeah. I mean,
Are they the eczemas or the exumas?
The exumas.
Exuma.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where Depp has his island.
Yeah, they're
thick.
some of those beautiful islands on Earth.
You know, down there, and you don't call it a key, you call it a K.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's where I've been. I've been to a K in the exumas for work, and it was the nicest place I've ever been in my life.
Hell yeah, man.
Never been to the
I wanna
Bahamas.
go.
Foul K.
Need to get there.
I want to go.
Finally, taking it to a place we all have been. Well, I don't know if you've been to there specifically. You've been to Las Vegas, though. To Boulder City, Nevada, where the Hoover Dam makes Lake Mead. But a drought has been dropping the water level there at Lake Mead nearly 200 feet below the capacity at this point. And when the water drops at Lake Mead, apparently that's when the bodies come up, because last week, one body was found in a barrel inside this barrel here on the beach.
Oh,
no.
It had been stuck in the mud in the 70s or 80s. So that was just, that came up when the water came down.
That's a mob killing, judging by the area.
Oh, for sure. And now over the weekend, another body has just washed up onto the shore. Don't have a picture of that one for you because it's I guess a more recent body. The police are claiming, quote, no foul play suspected, but at the same time are also actively anticipating more bodies to surface as the lake level continues to drop below 1056 feet, exposing the water intake like piping below the surface. It's crazy. So like this Lake Mead provides water for like basically the entire southwestern United States, and it's below where the water goes into the pipes.
Just a regular drought? Is there anything in particular, or is
it's just been a continued dryness. Yeah, so it's not filling up.
It's like a menopause.
Yeah, it's causing watering restrictions all over Southern California. And I guess everyone in the Southwest had just been drinking dead guy water out of the Hoover Dam the entire time. Who knew?
I mean, come on. Every water is dead guy. The water here in New Jersey, I know is dead guy water. And
100%.
My cheap-ass landlord fucking, when the fridge broke, replaced it with a fridge with no water on it. So there's no, like, filtered water at the ready. So I'm just drinking tap. And I can taste the toes, man. There's guys in there.
You think there's dead guys in all of our water?
I mean, especially in New Jersey and where you are, yes, in
Nevada, New Jersey, yeah,
but not so much in Austin. I mean, there's less dead guys for sure.
Yeah, probably so.
Remember that the documentary about the hotel? What's it called? The Cecil.
Yeah, where the
really-
girl
that really
drowned herself
sketchy
in the
one?
thing
Yeah.
upstairs.
Yeah, and then her like it was the water tank, and people were started like tasting her dead fucking decomposing body in the water.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's embarrassing to be the guy that identifies it as dead person water. And
I mean, it's amazing how much dead guy water everybody's drinking.
Yeah, a lot of dead guy water.
Mm-hmm.
This thing services 40 million people, Lake Mead. They're drinking that dead guy water. Well,
yeah.
Anyways, it's causing, like I said, the level dropping is causing watering restrictions in Southern California. And speaking of watering restrictions, the summer is almost here. And you need to get that lawn strong and ready for the summer sun, stronger now so it can handle the dry summer heat. And lucky for you, Sunday Lawn Care is a sponsor of this show. And that's exactly what they do, in fact. So listen up, Californians. Worried about all the chemicals you're using to keep your yard looking its best? Yeah, I mean, they could be very toxic, right? Traditional lawn care lays down 90 million pounds of pesticides each year. Sunday is different. Now you don't have to choose between having a beautiful yard and keeping your family out of harm's way. Sunday can help you grow a beautiful lawn without the guesswork or the nasty chemicals. Their custom plans include fertilizer and everything you need to easily care for your lawn. And with ingredients like seaweed, iron, and molasses, you can feel good with the kids and pets being around. All you have to do is visit getsunday.com, put in your address, and their lawn analysis tool does the rest. They then use soil and climate data to create a personal nutrient plan that they then deliver to your door exactly when you need it. The packages arrive, boom, tells you exactly what to do with them. Just attach the ready-to-use pouch to a garden hose and spray the lawn. It takes less than 15 minutes, and best of all, the stuff really works. I use Sunday right now. Can't wait. My yard's getting some work done on it. Can't wait until Sunday really makes the final grass spots really pop this year. And Sunday is offering our listeners 20% off
Dang.
Full season plans start at just $129, and you can get 20% off at checkout on top of that when you visit getsunday.com/factor. That's 20% off your custom plan at getsunday.com/factor.
Wow.
What a deal.
Such a good deal. And I mean, Sundays, it's incredible. It's a great service. No extras, no frills, just exactly what you need to keep your lawn looking great.
That's right. Guys, mental health is something that we care about a lot on this show. We talk about it a lot. And sometimes things happen in your life. Like, let's say you find out you've been, drinking dead guy water this whole time.
Yeah.
That's a little stressful.
Yeah.
And learning to manage that stress and those anxious thoughts is something we all need and want, but many of us don't know where to start. Where do I begin? It's a daunting thing. But Nude is here to guide you to mental wellness and give you the tools you need to tackle stress so you'll feel empowered to take on whatever life throws you, even dead guy water. I'm a huge believer in Nude weight, and so I was excited to try Nude, and it is fantastic. With Nude, you'll take the journey to mental wellness one step at a time. Their guided approach teaches you the power of shifting your mindset in just a few minutes a day. You can rewire that brain, rewire those thoughts, and tackle that stress. With a team of dedicated coaches, you'll have a support system helping you on your journey. So I like to know, knowledge to me helps me tackle my stress. Why am I feeling this way? What is causing this? What in my brain is telling me this? And learning about that and knowing that is really helpful to me. And Nude can help you do that as well. It helps you understand your moods. It helps you understand stress. So you'll feel better, sleep better, calmer, more relaxed. So it's baked in science too. Lessons based on psychological principles that teach you about your relationship with stress, like I said, and anxiety. So, daily curriculum coupled with one-on-one coach that guides and encourages you in 10 minutes a day. You can do it whenever, wherever in the app. Boom, you're done and you're feeling a lot better. So you are stronger than your stress. It doesn't get to control you. With Nude, take care of your mental wellness and also empower yourself. They'll help you better understand your personal relationship and anxious thoughts. So worry less and feel better. Sign up for your trial at noom.com/factor. That's NOOM.com/factor, noom.com/factor for your trial. And again, it's an app, do it anywhere. And it's really, really helpful. And it's a great place to start on this journey if you're feeling a little overwhelmed with all the other possibilities out there.
Man, quick fact before you get in your story, Wes. Strom Thurmond hated integration so much that he holds the record for the longest filibuster of all time to stop what? The first civil rights legislation in the United States in 1957. Strom Thurmond talked for 24 hours and 18 minutes.
He really didn't want that to pass.
Man, that's a lot of hate.
Yeah, imagine what he was saying in there.
It's just
reading 24 hours of hate.
Reading the Constitution of the Confederacy.
Yeah, what a piece of shit.
I don't know what he was doing, but
I just don't want it. I don't want it.
But Strom, at least he would eat lunch with Joe.
Yeah.
I mean,
he
might protest civil rights for 24 hours, but at least he'll sit down and have a breakfast.
A couple of white guys can sit down and have.
Yeah.
Yeah. No problem. All right, guys, I got a couple of updates for you from some stories we've covered recently. People have requested this in the Discord, patreon.com/hardfactor. Remember the guy that Mark covered last week, Malcolm McDonald? He was growing a penis on his arm for months and finally got the thing attached to his crotch. Well, that guy is back in the news because apparently he's trying to make up for lost time and is really trying to take test out the new penis on some top line pussy. It's like if you get a sports car, would you like to drive it first down like an old pothole filled alley, or would you like to take its maiden voyage on the Autobahn?
The equivalent of top tier, the top tier pussy road.
Yeah,
the Autobahn.
Yeah. The Autobahn. That's right.
Is his? I don't want to be mean, but is his package the equivalent of a sports car?
No, it's not. But to him, it is.
It's a Hyundai at best, dude.
To him,
yeah,
anything is a sports car.
It's a pump up penis, right?
Right.
Like,
Yeah,
it's not. It's not a.
Hey, remember your first car? You thought that thing was the best. When you make that leap from the bus to a car, you think that thing is the greatest thing in the world.
It's true. You're happy with it no matter what.
That's right. So, He wants to try to take that thing on its first test run in none other than the vagina of Kate Beckinsale. You guys know Kate Beckinsale. First of all, there's the guy. There's his arm. There's Kate Beckinsale. Doesn't exactly match up, that picture, does it?
Not really.
No, man. He looks like a young Mr. Bean.
Yeah, he looks so much like Mr. Bean.
Yeah.
I mean, it's uncanny. Like except if Mr. Bean had more gray hair or something. You know, it's like, and was a little bit uglier.
And less happy.
Right, meaner. A mean Mr. Bean.
He looks like that actor in Superman.
Which actor?
He plays the K or Cade or whatever the fuck is
Michael
the
Caine?
evil guy. No, he's an actor.
Oh,
He's in that new he's in the new series with Nicole Kidman about the mushrooms too. Perfect Strangers or whatever the fuck it's called. Anyway, I'll find him later. So this whole farce started after Kate saw Malcolm's story and shared it to her Instagram page, saying, literally scouring for news that doesn't make me want to jump out of the window. This man said, "It's not every day you see a man with a penis on his arm. Of course, I see the funny side." And then she said, "Of course he is from the UK. Of course he has done a photo shoot down the wreck with a willy hanging out of his sleeve. Feel momentarily better. God bless you, Malcolm." And then she did the thing that she shouldn't have. She wrote XX.
Well, that's all hugs. He should have known from the XO that not being there that
could mean
sure?
hugs. Will it could
Are you
mean
sure?
pornography?
Yeah, could have also mean I want that dick
Triple X
in me, triple X style.
Interesting. Yeah, that's how he took it for sure.
That's how he took it. That was her big mistake.
I think
the
it was
XXX.
triple hug.
I don't know. Well, you're a little calmer than Malcolm is, and because you've had your penis this whole time. Malcolm hasn't, so you got to give him a little wiggle room.
Mike, she said triple X, Mike.
You know what that means.
Starts pumping it. So yeah, that's the problem, and that was all it took for Malcolm to think he had a shot with Kate fucking Beckinsale. There she is again, one of the most attractive and famous women on earth. She is something. Telling the Sun, quote, "I'd be happy to take her out for Savoy and chips anytime. I'll pay." And for those of you that don't know, he's offering sausage, is what he's saying, because Savoy is a bright red colored sausage.
Look at
possibly looking much like his due to the the swelling and not from being reattached.
And
this is a sexual
the
offer.
pump, the air pump,
the casing, the fake casing. This is a sexual offer, is what he's doing. Then he says, "But she'll have to come to Thetford." And this statement is to throw the cops off, as if he's not going to go to wherever she is and start asking, stalking her very soon. He's like,
how's he putting his foot down in any way in this situation?
He's not. This is to throw the police off. So when he's
got to be confident if you want Kate Beckinsale, bro.
It's true.
She's got to come to me, actually.
Yeah. Right.
If she wants this pump up penis, if the
Chicks
hottest woman in the world wants this pumped up penis,
Chicks love confidence.
she better come to me.
Yeah. She also said, "She seems like a nice girl, and it's great she read my story and what I've been through. The kisses are a nice touch too. I'm ready for dating again, so why not her?" So I think the X's are kisses. He took them as kisses, or he took them as triple X throwdown.
I think the XO and XO really literally stands for hug.
No, the hug is the circle because I'm circling.
The hug
around
is
you.
the
kiss is out because you're gonna be like, "Here, Will, tilt your head to the left."
Forms an X.
The other side. You're not tilting your head, Will.
No, I don't know about that.
Will, you're not tilting your head.
I'm tilting it.
Okay.
I've tilted.
See? Yep, that's
No.
an X. If our lips were to touch. Not that they ever have.
X. X represents the kiss. Just looked it up.
See?
Really?
So
I did a demo there right there for you.
What about the cross? Because you're crossing arms for the hug.
and then
What
the
do you
mouth,
mean you're crossing?
open mouth for the
Yeah, like
kiss.
a French kissing, Yeah. I always thought it was an open mouth kiss. Yeah.
Open mouth kiss. When you used to write on your Mother's Day card XOXO,
I never wrote that shit on my Mother's Day card. I
You
didn't
went
thought it
heavy
meant
on,
kissing. I thought
you
it
went
meant
heavy on
romantic
those,
kissing.
huh?
you did it.
No, I didn't
Come on.
write XO. I thought it was like more. I thought that was like. I thought, like I'm saying, I thought
My mom used to write
no.
XO and me.
Oh,
You saying she wanted to open mouth kiss me?
I would have been a little freaked out if I had gotten that card.
Yeah.
Okay. Puts a little spin on it. He said, I'll even treat her to a pint down at my local boozer. So he wants to get her hammered. He wants to get her close to his house. And then
I'll take you for sausage and beers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He's a down-to-earth guy, man.
Yeah. Well, let this be a lesson to all you kind-hearted hot women out there. Never, ever show sympathy or attention to a man who just got a penis.
Do you think he's going to get a shot, Wes?
She deserves to give. I mean, look, she doesn't owe him anything, but have a beer with the guy. He lost his dong.
I mean, that would be nice of her, but
it would be it would be like Justin Timberlake taking someone to the Marine Corps ball. You know what I mean? Like, just it's great.
It's like a Make-A-Wish. It's a Make-A-Wish thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he deserves it, I guess.
Do you think that he made
she should definitely go for sausages and beers with him though? That picture would go so viral
with 1,000 bodyguards.
If she's like eating the sausage like seductively, like next to him on the, that would be so amazing. That'd be the best picture of all time.
Would be. Yeah.
But I mean, Kate seems like she's a fan of him. I mean, she should explore.
He's got a window right now, right? If he doesn't get some normal, like I tried at the bar pussy, he's going to go get it in a legal way very soon. He's got a short window, this guy, because he just got his penis back and he wants to use it. And if he doesn't get it,
it's oddity pussy right now. It's gawking vagina. You know what I mean? It's sex because they want to see. It's like when John Wayne Bobbitt was getting banged after it got cut off and sewed back on.
Yeah,
he was pumping it up too. That's why he did that porn, I think, to show it.
Oh, he's a pump guy too.
Well, yeah, his dong got cut off by Lorena because he's a piece of shit.
I know, but they reattached his. They didn't grow up a new one.
Yeah, but then he had to pump it up.
I think you lose the blood flow.
You've got to pump it up.
Abilities.
Yeah. I thought he had a little bit better of a scenario.
Let me Google this.
I thought he actually got some work back. Anyway,
Wayne Bobbitt,
anyway, this is a lesson to everyone out there. You know, don't give any guy with a new penis attention.
I
mean, yeah,
right.
He swears it's normal now. Quote. Unquote.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think they did they found it pretty quickly. She threw it out of the window. Didn't it hit someone's windshield or something?
Yeah, that's a bad day for that guy.
I know she threw it out.
That was a gigantic bug, or that was a tiny bug.
She didn't put it in milk or anything for him. I know that.
What if like the windshield wipers were going?
Milk.
I don't know. Yeah, let us know if John Wayne Bobbitt's penis works normally.
Yeah, we'll just have to watch that porn he was in.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
The porn's called Franken Penis.
Is it really?
Yeah.
By the way, this is what the guy's arm looks like now. That's like you're not telling the truth about that scar, are you?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Okay. Next update. You guys remember David Bennett? Remember that picture? Remember where that's from?
Pig heart guy. Yeah.
Pig heart. Yeah. Became the first person to have a genetically modified pig heart transplant at the University of Maryland in January. Yeah. Then, as we knew what happened pretty soon after, he died 2 months later, March 8th, my birthday. And you might also remember this guy was convicted of stabbing a man 7 times in the back while playing pool in 1988.
Didn't remember that at all.
Spent 10 years in prison. Yeah. Yeah. He was a convicted felon.
Yeah, he was. But that's why, I mean, you probably get on this list maybe a little bit quicker with that designation. Right.
Exactly. I mean, he signed all the waivers. Now, anyway, at the time of the death, doctors had no clue why he died other than it was a fucking pig heart they used. But now, according to new research published by the MIT Technology Review, that pig heart may have been infected with a pig virus known as porcine cytomegalovirus. And it's a viral infection usually manifested in nursing or newly weaned piglets as a rhinitis and conjunctivitis, accompanied by sneezing and nasal discharge. Infection of pregnant sows may lead to delivery of dead, mummified, stillborn, or weak piglets. And this guy's heart is now believed to have carried that virus.
So he died of a pig virus.
So even though the company that manufactures and supplies these new pig hearts for transplants are supposed to be virus free, with a number of modifications done on the organ before it's used, as it is shown in baboons. So they started doing this study on baboons first because baboons are pretty close to us. And so they were putting pig hearts in baboons. And they found that even when they took the hearts out of the dead baboons, they found that the virus had just totally lost control, because some theorize, which might be happening in humans, that the virus goes haywire because it's in a foreign immune system that does not recognize and fight it off. So it just has free reign.
That happens no matter what. That was the modification they had to make, because there's an enzyme, right, that attacks No
that's
matter what.
that's the human body attacking a foreign body inside you, like the heart itself.
But
they're
specifically,
saying,
one of the genetic mutations they had to make to the pig heart was to essentially delete this enzyme that it generates, which makes the human body attack it. Like that, yeah.
right, but they're saying that they
But then it came in with the virus.
with a virus
which
that
the
our
human
body
can't
can't
fend
fight off
because
Right.
it's a pig virus. Yeah.
I think
you're
grew,
right.
They
too,
grew
Pat.
they grew the heart, right? It wasn't like a
Yeah, it was
out
a
of
genetically
pig.
modified. I don't know if they grew it inside of a pig heart or a pig, but it was specifically designed for a transplant.
Humanized, right?
What an
Yeah.
oversight!
Yeah, yeah. So they actually saying it's a good thing because it seems like this, they now know that this may happen in humans as well as baboons. So it's crucial for the future of animal organ transplants. And if this virus turns out to be responsible, it will give hope to surgeons that the operation is possible as long as the organ is free of these viruses. So just got to make sure they're free of these pig viruses, and then they can last, 6 months, whatever.
Well, we'll
I think
see.
the longest they lasted, the baboons lasted, was like 6 months without any of these viruses.
Right.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, we'll see exactly. Like, I mean, they haven't had any successful.
No.
Point being, they're fired up because they have something they can point to for why it
Right.
failed, which means
Yes.
we'll dial it up again. It's like the early days of the Hard Factor live stream, right?
Right. They're gonna keep killing people with these pig hearts, though.
Yeah,
So
keep
don't
killing convicts. It's fine.
don't expect the next guy to like make it. I mean, it's gonna be a surprise when somebody finally makes it.
Real piece of shit that stabs someone in the back after a game of billiards, right? Like
Yeah.
you were out of control, man.
Yeah, there he is with his family. Yeah, you're out of control.
It was a fucking game of pool, dude.
1988 at a pool hall, though. The 1988 pool halls were some rough spots.
Why'd you
see,
bring your knife?
you
Why'd you
ever
bring
see-
your knife?
What's it called? Patrick
Roadhouse.
Swayze movie,
Color of
Roadhouse.
Money?
Yeah,
Oh, Roadhouse.
Yeah, Roadhouse,
Yeah.
that was
Great film.
tough.
They had a
tough
fucking
places.
chicken wire in front of the band so they didn't get hit with bottles.
That's right. Anyway, those are the two updates. We'll keep you updated on the Beckinsale at least, but the pig heart guy dead.
Oh yeah, very much.
Yeah. Man.
That's it.
Okay. Well, guys, you know what really sets a backyard off and is necessary to live?
Oh, trees, like we were saying at the top of the show.
Talking about trees.
Look at that.
Talking about trees. If you want to breathe smooth in your backyard, I recommend you, take a little trip over to our sponsor's website, fastgrowingtrees.com. Spring and summer, guys, seasons for grilling, chilling, and enjoying that backyard. But your backyard might not look how you want it to look. So how are you going to upgrade it for this season? You got your Sunday going on for the grass, but what about trees? You don't want to wait like 6 years for a mature tree to get cool. No, you want a tree right there next to your grill to make sure that it can counteract the carbon monoxide coming out of that mofo. So fast-growing trees, they take care of you. When it comes to caring for your plants, know-how matters. That's why fastgrowingtrees.com's experts curate thousands of plant varieties that will thrive in your specific climate, location, and needs. No waiting in line. You don't have to go to the nursery and look like a jackhole on a Saturday, get the back of your Volvo station wagon all dirty. Screw that. That's old school. You order online or over the phone, fastgrowingtrees.com. Your plants are shipped to your door in 1 to 2 days. Their growing care advice available 24/7. So it's not like you can call back to the nursery and be like, hey, is that stoner kid who seemed to be really into the type of tree this was around? No, he's in jail. Okay? Not at
Right.
Fast Growing Trees. There's always someone available.
They're there to help. And it shows up so perfect. Like the packaging is incredible. So
It's
so
sick.
fresh growing. Yeah.
It's absolutely sick. Maybe you live near a busy street, and it's super loud. Well, Fast Growing Trees has some trees that can grow like 2, 3, 4 feet in a year. And they're noise reducing. Absolutely sick. Maybe you want to get nude in your backyard, but you can't because you got a pervy neighbor. Same tree probably. It's going to solve that issue for you. Even if you've had a green thumb, they'll make sure that you feel like you do if you don't. 1 million home gardeners have already used fastgrowingtrees.com, and you should too. So, also the 30-day Alive and Thrive guarantee. I forgot about that, which means you can trust everything will be healthy for years to come. So if it dies in 30 days, you're okay. Don't worry about it, but it's not going to happen. So go to Fast Growing.
When they arrive, it's so fresh. It's incredible.
It's too fresh, guys. So you're going to go to fastgrowingtrees.com/hard factor right now, and you get 15% off your entire order. That's 15% off at fastgrowingtrees.com/hard factor, fastgrowingtrees.com/hard factor. All right. let's mix it up a little bit. Let's get on a plane. Let's take a trip.
It's time for the TikTok International Moment.
The idea behind these stories is we cut them down for social media, and hopefully they do well on TikTok because foreigners love foreign stories.
Yep.
And foreigners dominate TikTok. So
and laughing at
guy's telling it.
Americans, yeah, who don't understand them.
Yep. Shout out to our UK correspondent Andrew Parker for the tips on these next stories.
Yes.
First one, let's go to India. This is some India ass shit right here, guys. Yeah, it's India as fuck. Back in 2016.
It's not about lizards, is it?
They do some fucked up shit in India, man.
Oh, you've heard this one before?
No, but I just know India is risen
really
to the
do.
top.
They
Risen
really
to the top of fucked up nations.
It's a fucked up nation.
Yeah.
Guys, back in 2016 in Jaipur, India, great vegetables, by the way, there was a murder. And the victim of this murder was Shashikant Sharma. And I guess Shashikant's family reported him missing. 3 days later, his body was discovered near the Chandwaji police station in Jaipur. And apparently, I guess his family didn't have much faith in the local law enforcement, which will make a whole lot of sense here in just a minute. So to put pressure on the local police, the family started protesting and blocked a main road in the region, demanding that they bring in the murderer. And the police were like, oh, shit, these guys, we can't just not solve this like we do the other murders here in India. We got to solve this because these guys are coming at us hard. So they snapped to it, and they arrested 2 men for murder. And, guys, this next part, I'm going to read verbatim from my main source on the story or the Daily Mail because it's just a poetic masterpiece. So this is the Daily Mail kicking over. Key evidence in the case, in the murder case, including a knife that is believed to have been used by the suspects to murder Sharma, was collected and placed in an evidence packet ready to be used in court when the case went to trial. This happened back in 2016. The trial just took place. However, guys, according to India's NDTV, the evidence was temporarily being kept under a tree by the constable due to a lack of a space in the audit facility. Okay? Just under a tree. It was then, guys, that the police said in their written response to the court that a monkey had snatched all 15 pieces of evidence and fled, and it has not been recovered. Police said that the constable tasked with guarding the packet was suspended. As a result, he retired from the police force and has since died. The public prosecutor has reportedly reacted angrily to the police's incompetence, suggesting that their excuse is unusual, and the court has also expressed its frustration. A letter has been sent to the Jaipur Rural Police Superintendent asking him to clarify the events and how a monkey was able to steal the evidence. So,
Steal all the knives.
all the knives.
That monkey is like, he probably then became like a warlord amongst monkeys because he had so many weapons. So,
Come on, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, the thing is, man, we were running out of room, so I was like, that tree, that's a good place for it.
Yeah.
So I put the knife under the tree, and then you wouldn't believe it, damnedest thing, this monkey came right over, took it, ran away, and the guy, dumbass who put it there, he's dead. So,
well, and not only
all
that,
the ends are tied up.
he was keeping like police evidence outside, so he probably had like drugs too, just like sitting out.
It's a total lie. Well, it's all a lie.
Yeah, that's a complete lie.
Yeah. It's the stupidest excuse.
They got paid off to lose this evidence.
Exactly.
I mean, the dead guy. There's a lot of
the guy's dead.
Killed
details.
Yeah.
They probably killed him.
Yeah.
Wow, life is cheap over in India. Crazy.
Oh, life is the cheapest in India, bro.
The cheapest.
Wow.
Yeah. Anyway.
You can
At least they
behead
weren't.
your wife over there. That's the way they do it over there.
At least they weren't raping lizards. You know, that was. I felt like that was the worst India.
We don't know that they weren't. raping.
That wasn't the worst. That was the most maybe disgusting, but definitely not the worst.
That's true. The honor killings.
Yeah,
The worst part about the lizard rape is that they were like, let's post this to social media.
Yeah, they were proud of it. Yeah. So
This lizard's hot. People will love this. All right, guys, keeping it in the
Stop
tree.
asking me for the lizard video, by the way, everyone out there. I'm not going to send it to you.
Keeping it in the tree shit. Let's go over there to Bali. All right, so guys, back in 2019, this hot Russian Instagrammer was in Bali, and she thought it'd be sick to rub her naked yoga body all over this apparently 700-year-old sacred tree in Bali, Indonesia, right?
it sounds hot though.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it was, well, I'll be honest with you. she's like a yoga influencer, so it's not a bad sight.
Okay.
She took the picture probably to show off her sick lifestyle and that bod. Anyway, her name is Alina Falziva, and she does naked yoga poses on Instagram. And she did naked yoga poses on this centuries-old weeping paperback tree inside the Babakan Temple grounds in Tabanan Regency. This is back in 2019 again. Her husband took the photos, well, probably mumbling under his breath something to himself and sweating probably. Yeah, lucky guy. Here's the photo, guys. Let me put the photo up that's causing all this controversy. There it is.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's quite a photo.
It's a huge tree, isn't it?
Yep.
Massive tree, very naked woman.
Big tree. The photo has since been deleted. Apparently,
That's a shame.
Beautiful.
apparently the caption read something about her hearing her ancestors' voices when she hugged the tree, saying that she'd, quote, become part of an endless chain. So very spiritual, right?
Okay.
Wrong.
But she's not anywhere close to where her ancestors were from.
Well, it's a tree. Well, the trees talk to trees. You ever heard of a root system?
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, no, it wasn't spiritual, though. It was sacrilege because locals in Bali, guys, believe mountain trees and other natural features to be holy in the Balinese Hindu culture. They are thought to be the homes of the gods, and one local recently discovered the photo and was absolutely pissed off that she rubbed her cooter all over his god's house and reported her to the police.
Yeah, the gods would have hated that. Yeah,
The gods would have hated that. You know what I'm talking about? There's some other photos of her.
Yeah, they may have been okay with it.
they would have been fine with it.
Not according to these cats, guys. So
Zeus definitely would have been fine with it. Like he was always impregnating chicks.
Yeah, I know. Guys, upon hearing the complaint, Alina was reportedly mortified that she'd offended people, also the spirits with her body. All
Yeah, I mean,
tucked and
didn't they just like, so she came in, she was like, oh, I'm so sorry. And they were like, oh, yeah, my bad. It's okay, right? They're like, get out of here. You're good. You're good.
Not at all, guys.
What happened?
She made the public apology saying, quote, I apologize to all the Balinese and Indonesian people. I regret my actions. I'm so embarrassed. I didn't mean to offend you in any way. I had absolutely no knowledge of this place. I just saw it and knew I had to rub my perfectly shaped and stacked naked body on it. It's what I do. The Tabanan police chief, Rafli Dion Sandra, said that Alina came to the station after she'd heard that there was a complaint filed. This is on May 4th, where they questioned her and then turned the case over to immigration officers, I guess. And the questioning went something like this. We saw the photo you posted on Instagram. Now, it's imperative you tell us the truth, so we can make amends with the gods and everything. Are there any other photos or maybe video of the incident? It's really important you do not lie to us here. So
We're gonna need your phone.
Yeah.
We're gonna need it unlocked. The code, please. Everything.
Big time. Guys, before turning herself over to the police, Alina reportedly went back to the tree and apologized to it.
I mean, this probably didn't help anything.
Yep, she went with her husband who took the photo, and they asked for forgiveness. There's a picture of the forgiveness ceremony. The tree had no comment.
Well, there's one thing a tree likes. It's water and sunshine and naked bodies against it, right? Those are the three things.
No, they've actually proven that, like, if you talk to plants, they'll grow better and be
and
happier.
love them. She was literally just loving
She's
the tree.
loving the plant, the massive tree. Yeah.
Well, they sent her to just never leave.
Right? Yeah. Could she just stay there? They sentenced her to stay on the beach.
No, guys, they've been deported.
Oh, they sent her back to Russia.
Those idiots.
Her and her husband have been deported. They're not allowed to return to Bali for at least 6 months. And Kurnya Wajawa, who's the temple caretaker, said a cleansing ceremony, quote, would clear the tree of the obscenities. And he urged the woman to shoulder the expenses, admitting maybe she could even come back and recreate the photos. I don't know. So he could know exactly where to clean. He said, just an idea.
Yeah. Not everybody was upset about this, huh?
No.
It was.
Do you have a picture of the idiot that was upset about this?
One of those complaints that got taken way too far thing.
I'll tell you what, Wes. The guy who's upset about it, I guess there's like no protection on snitches over there because his name is just public.
Really?
Yeah.
He's gonna get his ass beat.
He's like an entrepreneur over there in Bali.
Somebody's gonna be upset about this though. That guy,
Mhm.
they're gonna be like, "Why'd you send her home? Did you see the pics, bro?"
The only thing I can see is like maybe it was like this guy's favorite tree. Like he's a spiritual guy, I get it. And he goes to this tree and he prays to the tree. And now, now he can't look at the tree without seeing her perfect ass.
No, imagine your favorite place ever. What there was a picture and a hot chick did a naked spread there. Like that's gonna just be cool, right? Like you're not gonna
at the McDonald's on William Cannon. Or
nobody's gonna get upset about that. Like wherever your holy place is. Imagine like
William Cannon. No, but like you wouldn't want people wouldn't want a naked chick to like pose like in like Mecca. Like, you know, like that would not be cool. Like it's the only way I can see is if she ruined the tree for this guy because now he can't get her ass out of his head when he's praying.
It's natural. It's so natural.
Listen, I agree, but I'm just trying to get in this guy's head why he'd be such a little bitch about it.
At least she didn't have hardcore sex on it like that Catholic guy in Louisiana, the priest who had like the goth orgies all over the altar. Yeah,
it's a great call.
Could have been worse.
Could have been a lot worse.
Yeah. Could have been way worse, really. I mean,
again, her name is Alina Fazleva. You can Google her, Fazleva. Now, I've followed her, but her account's private right now, so I'll let you know when I get let in the temple, so to speak. What it's like. I'll report back. And that's going to do it for Hard Factor. Thank you guys so much for listening. We really appreciate you. It's the start of a big week, so you can ride it out with us. There's going to be ups, there's going to be downs, there's going to be laughs, and let's bring up the wheel.
Always do it. Also, while we're bringing up the wheel, please share and save our videos on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter, and anywhere else you like to waste time on your phone. Sharing and saving our videos is helping the show grow. So if you want to support us,
Hard Factor News pretty much everywhere.
Pretty much everywhere. That's a good way to do it.
And to all the ladies of the Hive who are moms, we hope you enjoyed Mother's Day.
Yes.
We appreciate you. Okay. Everyone's on tomorrow, I assume. So here we go.
Do it. Cup of coffee in the big time. Oh my gosh.
Nope.
Triple
dipple.
Look at that. Triple dip. Whoa. All right.
Whoa.
Third coffee in a row. I'll be jacked up.
Dipple. Mark's on TikTok.
Will on coffee, Mark on TikTok.
All right. There you have it.
Have a great fucking Monday.
Hard Factor. Cheat on the news. Patreon.com/Hard Factor.